I am here for it. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Well, for those who want to know what we're listening to, this is Lo-Fi Island Vibes, okay? From Chill Village here on YouTube. Shout out to them, because it's a vibe. Okay, I'm gonna get started. Hello, my celestial beings. This is Mystic Storm here to clear the path to a new life with you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're catching this. And this is for the Virgo full moon, okay? Virgo full moon. Because you know, as a spiritual advisor, I'm here to help people like us transform their lives by using divination, cards, astrology, Reiki energy healing, all of that, right? So we're going to get into the chart soon, and then we're going to go in with the different zodiac signs. We're going to start with Pisces, of course. Happy birthday, Pisces. I forgot to say that on the last live for the Pisces new moon. I was just so ready to like speed things along, but happy birthday, my Pisces. And then also shout out to the Virgos. Virgos, this is your moon too, so make sure that you take time with this moon, okay? I'm going to make sure I have everything set up here. I have the chart here, but then I have to get things ready for the reading portion. Hope that y'all are doing well though. So we got Pisces there. Pisces is going to go first, like I said, and then Virgo will be second. So I have to make sure I have that going on before we start. Oh yeah, so I know Auntie be on here and she's a Virgo, so I was like, she's gonna be happy because they they second. She don't have to wait that long this time. But yes, I don't have everything set up here. This is part of my live. It takes me so long to like really get set up and like ready to record. So I mean, I'm happy that I'm doing the live portion so I can just be okay with holding space. Okay. So I'm gonna worry about that later when we actually get into the astrology portion. But I'm going to go to the chart. Like I said, I do have that pulled up. So I did pull two cards. I couldn't really get it in the thumbnail, but the first card was release, right? Release, that's pretty straightforward for a full moon, right? Releasing, and then also surrender. Surrender. These are like typical keywords or hot words that we use within the spiritual community, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm tired of releasing or releasing what no longer serves me, releasing to God's plan and just going with the universe, going with the flow, you know. And I'm saying it like that because, you know, when you first hear, you're like, oh yeah, I'm in this. But as time, as you continue to go through cycles, the cycles of life, right? We are beginning a new cycle, which is going to be the Aries season, the sun moving into Aries, going into March 20th, so the start of spring, okay, the astrological new year. So this is a part of life. And I know sometimes we don't really want to think about these parts, the transitional phases or change or death in a sense, because death is a part of transformation. It does not have to be a physical death. It can be a spiritual death, an ego death, or things like that. It's a transition, it's a change, an ending, right? because with endings come new beginnings. All right, so in this season, in this Virgo full moon, what Spirit is calling us to do most is release. Release what no longer serves us. Release, and this could be very well be people, right? But then it comes a time of what is the theme of your life? What is the pattern that you see within yourself that is being mirrored or reflected by the people that are around you? It's also a death to limiting beliefs, right? Shedding those limited beliefs, shedding the programs that we put on ourselves, that our environment, society has put on on us. We have to go within and realize, how can we change our lives? You, me, how can we change our lives? It's so much that we can say to try to work on what's outside of us, on our outer world, but the inner world, the inner alchemy, the inner magic within you, the inner healing process, that is what's paramount, and that is what's very important and vital on this journey. So this shedding, this releasing, is to prepare for the new. It's like pulling weeds, right? Pulling weeds, because you have to make the ground stable and secure for new crop to grow, right? So how are you going to plant your seeds when weeds, and weeds aren't always bad, right? We are taught that weeds are bad, like dandelions. But, dandelion root is actually very healing property. So don't get me wrong about weeds, but something that's no longer necessarily needs to be there at this time. Or it might be something that you just need to go ahead and kill out, right? But it's a process within the mind. It all starts with the mind. I know we talk about that all the time. So taking the time to meditate, to sit in solitude with Spirit, this is what is really getting me. The surrender card. Look at that. Just being open. We don't have to always know the answers right then and there, right now. We know the destination, right? But we don't know the in-between sometimes. And with the unknown, the uncertainty, that's where we have to stand on faith alone, right? We have to stand on faith because we see it, right? Within our mind's eye, but it hasn't played out yet. It's trusting that what you're creating with God, with the universe, however you say it, is coming to fruition. And you're working alongside that. This release is necessary. It's like I'm getting the cracked rose in the Rose Oracle deck, and I don't think I have it handy on me at this moment, but it's the cracked open. So sometimes it can feel like a relief, right? A sigh of relief. But sometimes when you're cracked open, it hurts. It hurts. And know that the cycle of pain and joy, that's this. I feel like those are two dualities within, like, they're on the same spectrum, right? I don't want to do like suffering and like all that. Like, I'm not saying like, but pain. We all go through pain. The feelings that we feel are all meant to be felt, if that makes sense. Like, we should be grateful. I've seen it on social media. It's this, what was the lady? She was what was she on? Betty, off of Riverdale. Betty off of Riverdale. Y'all watch that show. She was in an interview and she shifted her mindset as to on how she feels, as far as I'm grateful to be able to feel all the emotions, even the darkest, the deepest part, because that's what makes us human. You know, that's why we have this body to feel, right? So when you're cracked open and you're in this season, because this moon is also called the storm moon. So I love that. It's called the storm moon, and I know the Midwest had a snowstorm. Down here in the South, well, we had tornadoes kind of in Kentucky. Here we had that big windstorm that could have been a tornado, right? It could have came our way. Um, in the midst of that storm, okay, it's after, the after effect. You're going to see what needs to be removed. Things are going to be revealed. Full moons are all about illumination, right? Things are going to be revealed that's probably not as pleasing, not something that you really want to deal with, go through, but it's necessary. It's necessary. So, taking that time to really release, let go, and sometimes we have to dig a little deeper to figure out what it is that we need to release. Sometimes we automatically think that it's just the mindset, it's just the people, or it could be a mindset thing, but actually it might be people that you need to release. You might want to release somebody, but it's actually you probably need to release something within you, because if you find other friends or connections or things like that, you're going to end up finding the same scenario over and over. Okay, so yeah, just taking that time. We're gonna get into the chart because I wanted to first talk about the cards here. But we do have the sun and moon in opposition. That's what creates a full moon here. And we have, of course, the full moon in Virgo in the sixth house. And then we have Pisces, because we're in Pisces season, because that sun is there, is in the 12th house. So they're in their astrological house. Okay. So I feel like this is concrete, pure, straight to the point energy right here with Virgo. So what is Virgo about? Like the keywords for Virgo is like health, fitness, like analytical, organization. Again, this is part of what we talked about: preparation, preparing for the new, right? So, using this moon as a guide to prepare what is that we really desire. This is a part of, yeah, because the part of fortune is in the sixth house as well with the moon. And the part of fortune is like that on a collective level. This is where we're going to thrive the most. Okay, as far as like getting our health together, getting things in order. I feel like if we use this time wisely, then this time right now is going to set up the rest of the year. Spring, summer, and then to reap that harvest in the fall, right? This is it. This full moon is, if you don't really write things down, it's like your goals, your ambitions, your manifestations, I would suggest to do it on this moon for sure. Writing a petition. If you don't know what a petition is, it's like your statement to the universe, like, hey, this is what I want to cultivate in my life, what I want to co-create with you, and list all the things. It doesn't have to be people can say it doesn't have to be too big, like, or I mean, it can be anything, right? Your heart's desires, like no limits, right? So, and then also making sure that you open up your perspective on said things that you're calling in. Like, for example, if you want to call in prosperity, if you're wanting to call in prosperity and you're thinking prosperity is just getting money, that's one thing, right? But prosperity can also be receiving gifts, receiving things, for free, giveaways, receiving discounts in order to help you get to your goals, right? That's a one way to look at it. Okay. We also have we're gonna go to the sun here with in Pisces. We do have Mercury there. We do have Saturn in Pisces, and I did do a little clap because I'm officially out of my Saturn return. Okay, anybody that has Saturn in Pisces, you're next. Okay, and I just want to say, don't be afraid of your Saturn return. My Saturn return began when I was like 27, and I'm now 31, and by golly, two different people. I mean, I was still a spiritualist. I was, doing my thing, but the maturity, the growth, right? The lessons, baby, the lessons. But it made me wiser. It made me more secure within self. It made me understand myself more. It made me tune into my power. So, if you have a Saturn in Pisces, just be open, okay? It's gonna be all right. And I do feel like too, if you do have a Saturn in Pisces and this is happening collectively, I just think 1717 on the timer. This is gonna be a little challenging for sure, because this is happening on a collective level. It's gonna stay there for a few years, right? So yeah, it's knowing that you have to buck up and you have to mature, but also the distractions, the illusions, the escapism, the addictions, okay? But then this could also be good because the healing that you're going to have to go through, diving into that subconscious, really working on the psyche. These are all aspects of that. I really do feel like as we are getting, like, since I've been a spiritualist, just watching things grow and blossom, how people are openly talking about spirituality, therapy, psychology, all these things, attachment styles, really getting into the nitty gritty about how you can better yourself, self development, right? It's a life's journey, and sometimes some people check out. It's levels to this, right? And some people check out, and that's okay. That's okay. But if you're ready to take the deep dive, if you're really ready to facilitate healing, upgrade on your spiritual path, your activate more within you, your spiritual gifts, your heightened awareness, that's all going to shift. That is all going to shift and activate as long as you integrate these things in your life, okay? Mercury is here also in Pisces in the 12th house, along with Neptune. This is Neptune's home. So it's big on, fantasy worlds and illusions and imagination and intuition. This is a really great way. This is intuition strong, telepathy strong, spirituality is booming, expanding. Okay. So all of this can work in your favor, and all of this is lessons and blessings, or it's not going to be with the sun, with Mercury, with Saturn, Neptune, all in the 12th house in Pisces. I see this as it's a beautiful storm, right? Is that what they call it? Like a beautiful storm. Like it was just, it's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but the deepest level of healing is going to be like, it's going to be mind blowing for sure. Um, the thing is to be anchored within self. This is where Virgo comes in that moon, to being anchored, to being grounded, to being sure and secure. That's the only way that you probably won't get swept up into the tidal wave of this moon, and then of Saturn being in Pisces. Okay, so yeah, let's see what else is going on. In the first house too, the ascendant is actually on Pisces, but we're gonna go to the first house with Aries here. Aries, we got Jupiter, we got Chiron, and then we have Venus here. And then Venus is entering Taurus soon on the 16th of March. So that's also going to be very nice because that's where Venus lives. It's a ruler. But as we're preparing for that too, I would say be mindful of like overindulgence, okay? Like shopping and like, but this can also be, you deserve it. So why not? Why not spend a little? Because like, when's the last time you've done something for you type thing? So just know your limits. Don't just go ahead and like splurge so much you don't have rent, things like that. But be practical. With Chiron and Jupiter conjunct in Aries in the first house, by golly, this ain't talking about new beginnings. This is talking about I feel like battle within self. Battle of self, because Chiron is the wounded healer, right? We just talked about how Pisces could be very healing and the lessons and all that stuff. So yeah, we get hits for self, hits on the ego, right? On who we are, who we step out in the world to be. That's going to be triggered, okay? And it could be times where you're going to have to stand your ground and really show people who you are. And sometimes you can just fall back and still show people how you really are. How are you going to use the fire inside of you? Okay, that's that Aries energy. How are you going to use that? Are you going to use it to have a delay, show dominance, or are you going to use that fire to create? Because whatever you don't have to prove yourself, because you already know thyself. If they can't see it, then they're not the people for you. So it's working on balancing out, using that fire within you. Because with Jupiter in Aries, that's influx. That's big. That's big ego. I got a big ego. I even seen a semi truck. It was super ego. So I feel like this is what what the collective, what we're working on, our super ego. And I feel like what we're probably going to have to learn, that with ego is necessary, right? But when you have to know when you have to remove yourself, or remove your ego from the equation to elevate, okay? To look beyond what's in front of you, to look at it at an eagle eyes view. Okay. Yeah. I think that's gonna really help. Again, I said Venus is in Taurus on the 16th, so that's traveling there. Uranus is still there. This is the second house energy. This is really just testing our resolve. Testing our resolve. Uranus is here. It's all about spontaneity. It's all about intellect. It's all about change, radical change, liberation change. With Taurus, not wanting to move, not wanting to budge. It takes a lot to get that board moving, right? But when we get it going, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of it. Okay? So don't, and again, I didn't haven't really talked about aspects, I guess a little bit, but the sun and the moon, they're both in harmony with this aspect of Uranus, because the sun is sextile, which is harmony, but it's like like a semi, it's not like grand, the trine is like, okay, this is going to be great. So with this full moon here, this is going to maybe help us shift and change how we see ourselves and value. Okay, what do we value? What's our beliefs? Is that changing? Is that shifting? Are people testing that? Does your environment, is the way that you live, is it matching up to your beliefs and your morals and your values? Ooh. It's gonna take. We're gonna have to learn something. We're gonna what? We're gonna have to release and surrender. Okay, release and surrender, right? But this is for the divine plan. All right. We're gonna talk about Mars here. Mars is still in Gemini here in the third house, mind, mental. So we got Jupiter in Aries, right? And then we have Mars in Gemini. So if we have that influx of ego, and Mars is in the third house in Gemini with the mind, this can be us jumping to conclusions. This could be us going off on people, arguments. It can be all of that, because the sun, the moon, and Neptune are all squared off with this aspect. Okay, so with the illuminations, with the healing, with the lessons, the illusions, the deception, the lies, right? All of that's going to be revealed, and you're going to have to realize, how are you going to present yourself? Are you going to operate out of ego? Are you going to beat your chest to show dominance? Are you going to it's like being passive, seeing observant. It's about it's like I feel like being smooth with it, like not even um letting the situation control you, instead of you controlling the situation. Again, how are you going to use the fire inside of you? How are you going to, that's where the healing is, because it's sextile. Mars is sextile with Jupiter and Chiron, the wounded healer. It's testing your resolve to love. It's softening to love, right? So this is bringing all of that into the awareness. Okay, all of that into the awareness. That's going to help get through these troubled waters, to get through this storm moon. Okay, all right. So that's what I have here for the astrology portion. I hope that y'all enjoy it. I'm going to get into the zodiac signs next. I hope y'all enjoying it. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Let me see. All right, Pisces. We're going to do you first. So like if Aries starts, Aries is in the 12th house. Then I can kind of go from there. Pisces is going to be 11th. I'll do all of this. Alright, I'm just switching all this here. I usually do this off camera, but that's alright. At least I got the majority of it. There we go. I can start off with this. Okay. Let's see. 31. 28. Okay, Pisces. Hey, Marissa. Happy Sunday. All right, Pisces. This is your reading, okay? So we have the 11th house is where it's going to affect you most. If you have, of course, the Pisces rising, right? So make sure you check out your sun, moon, and rising, Venus, all of that stuff. But 11th house energy is going to be the theme, okay? Look, just in time, Taurus here, yes, and the Pisces. So yeah, with this 11th house here, this has to do with making meaningful connections with people, right? I feel like on a larger scope, since that's the Aquarius energy. And also this can be with technology, maybe up-leveling your skills on some things, brushing up on some new things. And then with the connections, for sure, learning how to not always put yourself in positions where you have to constantly receiving information and not filtering it out. That's what I'm getting, because Aquarius has to do with detachment, and then with Pisces having to do with all the feels. It's like sometimes that can get trapped, right? And then within the body, we talked about like first house, and then talking about explosions. You're keeping those emotions in, so making sure that might be something that has to be released. And I can definitely speak on this because I'm an Aquarius sun, but a Pisces moon. So yeah, sometimes when you get into the feels, it's like sometimes we forget how to get out of that situation, how to step back, how to let go, right? He said, like, yes, I am definitely working, slowing down, and learning new things for my business, and instead of integrating and using them in my business. Yeah, so yeah, it's like we can acquire all the knowledge, all the tools. I think you said this, Tyra, too. But it's a part of really applying it to your life, because that can be like, that's just like me. I could come up in here. It's one thing to channel and say all these things, but am I applying it to my life? And a lot of times I come back and listen to myself and I'm like, deep, I'm gonna have to work on that, So it's holding yourself accountable too, and also making sure that you leave space and room for things to develop. We have realization. I feel like major key. I feel like within these new beginnings, it's like you're taking leaps, going. I feel like you was already in the valley. You've already been through like the depths of your soul, and now it's time to ascend. I feel like you probably already thought that you reached the highest mountain or reached your peak, but no, it's more. So it's like gearing up to fly, gearing up to soar. I love that. And then we're going to get into the tarot. Oh, I'm glad that it's resonating with you. All right, we got Page of Cups in reverse. It's still Pisces. Page of Cups in reverse. So again, this is with the page energy. This could be within the inner child, right? So this could be realizing that your inner child wounds don't define you. This could also mean you might have maybe your thought process on fertility or creation might be bound, or you're loosening the grips on that because you see the bunny here tying the rope around the page. So it could be loosening your grip on how you view creation and how you view, you as the creator or co-creator. 2, recognizing your power, maybe realizing that you sleeping on yourself. You sleeping on yourself and you're so powerful. Oh my God, you just journal about that today. Accepting my childhood issues as part of my gift. So liberating again. Wow. And y'all, Tyra here she's my mentor for real now. I'm doing the spiritual aspirant initiation with her, and I'm so excited to do that. So it's like hearing her say that, it's just like warms my heart. Awesome. Well, yes, Pisces, that's your reading. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you comment. I love to read the comments for the people watching the playback. Leave me a key. Leave me a key to unlock that. I love the key emoji. Love it. Awesome. Then we're gonna, let's see. Okay, Virgo, this is gonna be your turn. Virgos, y'all actually second, right? I can't believe it. So this is going to be, the house that's going to affect you the most is the 5th house energy. So 5th house is Leo's energy. This is all about having confidence in yourself, your joy, your happiness, what brings you joy, what doesn't bring you joy, how to get more joy in your life. Also, this could be inner child work as well. That's like the Sun card in tarot, like all things positive. But people always, but this is also shining a light to a situation. So maybe you're kind of maybe hyper focused on a situation, and you're trying to mold it into what makes you feel happy, makes you feel good, and that's, you might be setting boundaries, and that could start drama. 5th house has to do with drama too. Is it about love affairs? Okay, let me make sure, because I don't think it's love affairs. It might be love affairs. Let's see. Pulling out my house chart. It is love affair, romance, play. Look at all that. Yeah. Yep, love affairs and romance for sure. 5th house. Yeah, so this could be shining a light on your love life for sure. And there might be some things, if things are making you happy, this could be great. Joyous time, right? But then there might be some Virgos that may be going through lessons right now, or where you have to stand up for yourself. You have to, especially stand up for your inner child, right? Standing up for your inner child. Who's going to protect your inner child when they feel attacked or they feel threatened? How are you going to handle that situation? Okay? We're going to pull growth. This is showing that you're growing. However you handle this situation, you're going to look at this and say, wow, me last year, me a few months ago, me 3 years ago, would have reacted completely different, would have, you know, took this out of pocket over assumption, and I let it go because I know what I'm growing into. I know what I'm becoming. Okay, so that's been. This could be growth in love. You know, I don't want to say like things are ending in that sense. Growth in love. You know, this could be an ending to non-commitment, right? So, or this could be growing, just growing in happiness, growing in joy. I feel like, you know, the more we grow and find ourselves in due time, in due season, it's like you've already put in the grunt work. You've already put in the grunt work, and now it's just time to just soak in that sun, soak in all the positiveness and the security that you've cultivated in your world. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful for you Virgos. I kind of went into like this whole beach vibe just there when I drifted off just a little bit. All right, let's pull a tarot card for you. Justice in reverse. So this is also taking time. We talked about what brings you happiness and sometimes what doesn't bring you happiness. You're going to have to make sure that you take time to balance that out. Maybe you feel something is unjust. Okay, how are you going to settle the score? That's on you. What you do, I would say, make sure you take time to go within if you decide to do anything, right? But just know, if you do protection, if you do work like that, and you work with ancestors, if you work with your guides, you are protected. And maybe the growth is not taking matters into your own hands, right? The growth could be knowing when to take time to rest, right? This could, justice in reverse could just be, it's time to rest, right? And that's the growth too, because maybe you wanted to rush the process. You wanted to speed the process to get to that satisfaction, get to the happiness. But happiness isn't, if you chase happiness, I feel like that's what you're learning. You can't chase happiness. Happiness is something within you. Joy, gratitude, right? Yeah. I love that, Virgos. I hope y'all enjoyed. Look, I was like, cause I feel like I would drift off with y'all. Comment. I love to read the comments. Make sure you leave a clock, cause I'm looking at this. If y'all can see the clock on here that she holding. In due season, in due time, my Virgos. Love it. I think it's with this and also the music. It's just like that's how I feel right now. All right, we got 43, 58. All right, we're gonna move to Aries. Aries. Let me move my screen a little bit because I can't even see y'all if y'all commenting. Okay. All right, there we go. That. All right. Aries. Aries, you have the 12th house energy. So I always say, whatever I've pretty much kind of reiterated in the astrology reading, that's probably going on with your life here. But I'm getting like deep cellular healing for you. There might be a lot of endings going on in your life. There might be some uncertainty. I just got like a vision, like you're staring down and then like your whole foundation is cracked, right? So it's kind of like you may feel like you're on unlevel territory, like you might have to uproot yourself, or this could be, again, I said cracked open, right? In the beginning, you might feel cracked open right now, exposed, vulnerable. Okay. And with that vulnerability, how are you going to tend to this? How are you going to go? What spiritual practices are you working on? Do you have a spiritual practice? Are you taking time to work with that, or are you just trying to mask, put a band-aid on it real quick, and keep going, keep going with the hustle and bustle, keep going, on the rat race? I feel like if you're the latter, two is going to catch up to you real fast. So this Virgo full moon can help you really get a good foundation on what you want to do as far as like keeping your self-care in order. I think especially mentally, because I'm thinking of Mercury in Pisces as well. So we're gonna pull all right. Assessing. I love that. That's beautiful. I'm gonna choose like, yeah, this is like sit back and watch. Sit back and observe. Like, it's giving me that analogy, that story of, I don't know how all these cards got right here. This is weird. The man with the axe or a saw trying to saw down the tree, and the knife is dull, but he just going, and it's like somebody offers like, hey, do you want me to sharpen your tool? You're like, no, I'm almost done. Where you could go and sharpen your tool, go and plan, sharpen your mind, sharpen your spirituality, sharpen your faith, and then go back and just get it done easily. I feel like you're working too hard, Aries. I feel like you doing things out of habit because it's gotten you so far, but now it's time to get things moving in a more efficient way that doesn't have to overexert yourself. You don't have to overexert yourself. I feel like that's kind of what I said last time for you. Like something along that line. We got Chariot in reverse. Yeah, it's time for you to come up with a plan and get focused. I feel like you shooting in the dark a little bit. Shooting in the dark when it comes to you just probably just trying to figure things out. You're just trying to trying to go against the grain too. Where this could be, your direction could be clear as day, but I just feel like you might be missing the mark due to all the distractions, all what you have going on. If you remove yourself from the equation for a little while, what can you might come up with an easier solution. It's like a aha moment, or why didn't I think of that before? That's what I'm getting. I think once you take this time, everything else will align for you to move and go with the flow of where spirit is leading you. Right? I don't think you're following your internal compass. Yeah. Okay. Aries, I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. If you want to comment, leave a comment. Do we got a hot air balloon emoji? I know I'll be doing too much with these emojis. If not, leave me a star, because that gives me, we talked about faith, and I'm looking at this being right here, and I was close to her solar plexus too. So having that courage to release, to set back. Okay. All right, we're going to move to Taurus. But before we do, I'm going to drink my women wellness tea. Venus. By this time, it is lukewarm. I said I was going to sip on this a little bit before, when I get to talking. Okay. All right, we're going to go with Taurus. Taurus is the first house. Yeah, let's see. All right, Taurus. So yes, it's going to be the first house for you. So this is going to be within the body, the self. You might want to change up your style. You might have struggles with self. You may be going again trying to weigh out, what do you really believe? What are your morals? What are your values? And you're stepping into that. You could also be getting maybe a new chapter within your career, promotions, things like that, or just taking a stance and doing things for you, taking the leap of faith to start a new job, to start a business. I feel like that's good for you. Also, I want to talk about impulse decisions. So there's one thing to take a leap of faith and start something new, and there's another thing to be running away from something, running away from problems. And if you keep finding yourself running, or leaping, taking a chance and moving to this thing and moving to that thing, are you learning the lessons before you move on, so that way you're not put in the same predicaments as you continue, so you're not continually going down this same cycle, right? Because then at one point the common denominator will be you, right? And then you have to take a good look at self and work some things out. Sometimes it's hard to look at ourselves, especially when you want to just see the good, right? I could do no wrong. Me? No, it's you. It's you. It's you. It's you, right? It's like, reflections. So taking a good look at self is something that is gonna benefit you. It's gonna be a lot of shedding. It's gonna be a lot of releasing. This is definite ego death for you, Taurus. We have, now y'all saw me shuffle, right? Assessing. Again, like with the Aries, assessing. Okay? This is like you doing a deep dive, looking at your emotions, looking at how your emotions may dictate your mood, your day, your reality, and how, if you're going based on how you feel, you might be like in human design, a generator, right? So a generator going based on how they feel, and it could be solar plexus, sacral too. That makes sense. What ignites you? Now, if you're moving and knowing that this is lighting you up, then yes. They say for generators, don't do it unless it's a hell yes. If it lights you up, if you want to do it, do it. If you're just running and you're just taking anything, I would suggest going within again and figuring out if there's something else underlying there that you can work through with your emotions. What do you need to release? What limiting beliefs do you have about self that is blocking or shielding the blessings that are right in front of you? Okay. And then I'm gonna pull a card here, a tarot card. We got all of these, it's funny, all of these reversals. But the Empress in reverse. This is your energy, Taurus. So with this also being in reverse, it's like, yeah, your values. I feel like you're probably needing to take a step, take a beat, realize one, maybe waking up to remembering who you are. One, right? Because you a bad one. And sometimes when you have a lot of light, you know, sometimes your environment could want to dim that. Okay? And you may forget who you are or the power you hold or, you know, the beauty that is within you and outside of you. This is loving your body, right? First house has to do with the body. Loving the body in all stages. You know, the Empress has to do with like, you know, pregnancy. Think about, you know, bigger, you know, belly. We talked about solar plexus having to do with the gut here. The body, you may be going through some digestive things, some issues. You probably gaining weight a little bit, maybe due to that digestion. Anyway, I feel like a detox or a cleanse will help you at this time. It will probably help you feel lighter. It will help you find more clarity. It maybe bring more confidence within you. All of those things. It will help your mood, your emotions, right? So I think that will be beneficial for you, for sure, Taurus. Okay. I hope you liked. If you liked, make sure you leave a comment. I love to read the comments. Leave me a sun emoji because I could like that halo crown here for. Leave me the sun. Okay. Fun fact, I be listening to a lot of lo-fi, and it's crazy because some people, I'm like, this is not your song. Like they literally just be downloading, putting and pasting stuff and putting it up there, and I'm like, this isn't your song. I heard this already from somewhere else. But you know, I guess I don't know. This is as a musician, that's why I'm kind of like, I don't like that. It's different if you're like using it for like commercial purposes, but if you're claiming it like it's your own, no. Or at least make sure you have it credited. Like it's an issue. All right, that's my little rant. Okay, Gemini, this is your reading. All right, the house that's for you is the second house. Okay, second house energy is Taurus energy. That's all. I got love. I just heard love, right? And your card is the Lovers in tarot. So that kind of that's making sense, you know. So you may be working with your love life. You may be maybe your love life is affecting like your daily routine. Maybe you need to it could be messing with your daily routine. You may be kind of like in the days, you know, with especially we in Pisces season, like you might be daydreaming a lot, fantasizing a lot. You kind of, and then you missing, you distracted, you missing out on, you know, what you really need to do. So I feel like it's time to get, you know, refocused again, values, routines, habits, right? And then it could be like, what are your habits in love, right? How can you know, what habits do you have that are great attributes, right? And then what, you know, can be fine-tuned, you know? This isn't like a nitpicky thing. Look, when I say gratitude, Gratitude. But see, this kind of confuses me every time I see this, because hold on, because it's two different hands. Yeah. And then we got somebody in the back, and she don't really look too happy. She don't look too happy. So I'll be like, is this like gratitude for what? But this could be gratitude for life. This could be maiden mother crone, because one is a little seasoned, and then this could be like the empress. So maybe it's maiden mother crone. Okay. Having gratitude for the different phases of you, right? Or the different phases within relationships. This is the last quarter moon. Last quarter moons are all about banishing, releasing, letting go. Okay? But then with I'm getting crone energy, this made you wiser. Having gratitude for what is. Having gratitude for the lessons, having gratitude for life, having gratitude for, it's like, yes, this is good for me, but I know I need to reshape my mind, reshape my focus. Okay? Maybe that's all, you're fixated too much on one thing right now, because Taurus, it can be very fixated. You could just be fixated on one aspect of your life, or you feel like a season or a chapter is ending in your life, and it's not, you're not ready to let go of it. This is to having gratitude, knowing that you can let things go, let things flow, and accept the next chapter that is preparing, right? You might also feel like you're in limbo right now, and that's okay. I feel like having gratitude will help you get over that next hump. Again, this could be within career, business too. But again, they said love again with the 10 of Cups. Love. So having gratitude for your life, having gratitude for your connections, letting go of some things that may need to, habits that you have, attachment styles that you may have. This is going to help you have more fulfillment, more harmony within your connections, more prosperity. Okay. He said, sounds about right. Yeah, Marissa. Sounds about right. More prosperity. Yeah. I feel like also you're more supported than what you think. For sure. Like, you definitely have a community around you. Having gratitude for that as well. Okay? All right. I hope y'all enjoyed Gemini. Comment. I love to read the comments. Go ahead and leave me. I don't know why I focused on the clouds. Maybe get your head out the clouds. This Pisces season will keep you just like, just in a day sometimes. So yeah, you can put the cloud emoji. All right. We gonna get started with Cancer. All right, Cancer, we done reached the hour mark. All right, but your reading, this is going to affect you most in the third house. Okay, third house energy again is all about the mind. That's where Mars is right now. So I heard fire and ice for you. And then fire and desire. Y'all remember that song? I feel like with the third eyes, I said third eyes, third house. This might be on your mind, like your desires, your wishes, your goals. It might be heavily, on your mind right now. And I feel like this is a phase of you of like attraction type energy. This could, of course, this could be relationship, but it can be like, what are you trying to attract into your life as far as, your goals and your aspirations? It's using your mind to create your reality. Okay, using your mind to create your reality. I feel like that's going to help you the most during this time when it comes to bringing in what you want to call into your life. All right, self-reflection. It's like ding ding ding. Self-reflection. All right, third house, excuse me, is Gemini energy. This is definitely giving me Gemini feel. Okay, with the mind, this is like mind body spirit, right? This is like going into, this also gives me you too with the water, Cancer. I ain't gonna lie. Going into the depths of your emotions, maybe cleansing out the mind, cleansing out the emotions, the psyche, right? The self reflection, with the mind, like making sure that you learn yourself, you study yourself, and also appreciate yourself in all phases and all aspects of life. Okay, with the reflection, who is this girl I see staring straight back at me? Okay, it's like you might be looking in the mirror and you're like, who is this person? Who are you? You know, you may even feel like you don't remember you don't remember being in this body, in this vessel. I feel like with Pisces season 2, there could be a lot of like waking up to like you don't really even recognize yourself. Like the change is so deep and so powerful and impactful that sometimes you're like, wait, what? Who is this me? Is this, like, are you sure? Waking up in different timelines for sure. I can go look. I didn't went deep off in here. Like you can fit. This might be how you feel when you start looking back at your life, looking through these things, and maybe this process can also help you to manifest what you're trying to call in now. Because if you look within yourself, look at past lives you lived, how many lives have you lived already in this life alone? No, it doesn't define you, but man, the growth, right? So think about that. I feel like that's going to help a lot with your manifestations. All right, we're gonna pull the tarot card. Three of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. So you could be, maybe reflecting on, things that have hurt you, maybe the trauma, the pain, all that stuff that has plagued your mind, plagued your emotions. It no longer holds that same weight anymore. And since you have that out the way, you're able to, have this focused vision, have this clarity to move things in your life. So I love to see this actually. It's like you coming out the mud. This is like you resurfacing, and yeah, it's like different levels, different paradigm shifts, different dimensions. Like that's what I'm saying. You're waking up like, is this really my life? Like pinch me, is this real? You know, really, if you haven't change your life around. If you're in this in-between space, Cancer, just know you'll be able to breathe this next round, especially as we're preparing for the new beginnings with spring, right? Maybe you felt like you was drowning, and now you'll be able to come to the surface. I love that. I love that. All right. I hope that y'all enjoyed, Cancer. Comment. I love to read the comments. Make sure you put a mirror for me. A mirror emoji. Love it. Okay. Up next is Leo. Okay, Leo, this is your reading. We got the fourth house energy for you. So fourth house has to do with the home. It has to do with the home. It has to do with emotions, for real. It has to do with your feminine energy. So I feel like this will have to be a time of balancing out for you, balancing like your work life and your home life might be something that you do. Maybe it's time to maybe buckle down more on what you're doing within your home, as far as like I'm hearing chores, I'm hearing responsibilities. Clean up, everybody do their chores, clean up. Yeah, so you might have to clean up, people, we get in a rut sometimes, and that's okay. I ain't, coming for you. But I feel like the cleansing that you have to do is more so within your home. Or if you feel like my spot already clean, I do what I gotta do. This is spiritual cleansing. Okay? So you probably want to do a floor wash, or you want to smudge your house, or light a candle. Like that's something that you can consider. Okay, tapping into that feminine energy, that good juju, that magic. Okay, all right, that's gonna bring more happiness within your home. All right. Ancestors calling. Fourth house is ancestors too. Ancestors are calling you. All right. So if you haven't been working with your ancestors and that's something that you would like to get into, this is a great time to do so. If you need to make sure you put some food on the altar, go ahead and do it. Look, wisdom. Ancestors are calling you home. Okay? Ancestors are calling home wisdom, going within. Hey, the moment. Hey. Yeah, calling you home. Right? So this could be, again, with Pisces season, spirituality, right? You might be trying to reach new heights within that. This is the master number 22. Okay? Yeah. I feel like the spiritual cleanse will definitely help. Spiritual cleanse and spending time with ancestors and tapping into your feminine aspect, Leo, is definitely going to be beneficial. Both 2 and 11. Yes. All right. Let's see what else going on. Knight of Swords. Yeah. Messengers. Message. All right. Wisdom here. So take time for sure to spend with your ancestors. You might get a lot of downloads during this time. Maybe you feel like you just need to be more in solitude at this time. This is going to real clarity is coming in, revelations is coming in, ideas, aha moments. I'm getting like projects, inventions. What you have to do for your legacy. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, lucky horseshoes. What if you pay attention to the guidance that your ancestors are giving you? That's where the abundance is. Okay, I'm about a Leo with a Virgo. A lot of downloads. Yes. Yeah, for sure. So I feel like paying attention to those downloads this season is going to you're gonna get an assignment. Okay, you're gonna get an assignment. You're gonna have to run with it. It's gonna bring you some prosperity. All right, Leos. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Comment. I love to read the comments. I don't think they have a horseshoe. I'm going to ask. I'm gonna ask for a book. I'm gonna ask for a book. Okay. Yes. All right. We're gonna move on to a Libra. I was waiting for this notification to come off. All right. Yes, Libra, this is your reading. So you'll be benefiting the most with the fifth house. So fifth house is Leo's energy, right? So again, this is like joy, happiness, all these things. Wait, I'm sorry, not fifth house, because Virgo's next. Fifth, like that knew it was gonna mess me up. Sixth house. Oh, you missed Virgo. Virgo was actually number 2. Yeah, I put y'all first, especially since y'all was hounding me the last time. That's all right, Virgo. That's y'all season, but you're gonna have to go to go back a little bit. So around 37 minutes, you'll get to the Virgo. Okay. All right. So Libra, yes, your 6th house. Okay, 6th house energy. All right, that is Virgo's energy, right? So with the 6th house with Libra, I feel like this is gonna be a time where you're really gonna be in your mind. Okay, really gonna be in your mind and trying to buckle down and figure out how can you get the most out of life, right? You might be really concerned about your health. You might be really concerned about getting the most time out of your day. Like you might feel like you're just in a daze sometimes, and now it's time to really put things in motion. I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense because we're prepping into the new year. I'm saying, what else is there? Sense of youthfulness, usefulness, sense of usefulness. That's interesting. I feel like with Libra in relationships too, sense of usefulness. Okay. With that being said, I can't even say it. So that's probably what needs to be addressed. Okay. Maybe you feel like you have to overexert yourself to feel like you're needed. This is for the caregivers, right? All right. This could be turned into people pleasing as well. Okay. I feel like habits is something. Work habits, organization, but work habits, it doesn't have to be just work, right? Even though this could be in the work area for sure, Libra. But it's knowing that you don't really just being you, just showing up alone, you're useful. Okay? So you don't have to overextend yourself, okay? All right, we're gonna pull new beginnings. New beginnings. Okay. Big up. So yeah, preparation. This could be new beginnings as far as health, like starting the health journey again, right? Work. You might be starting a new job. Also a new beginning of saying no more. Excuse me. No more am I going to overextend myself. Seek validation. Okay. Okay. Hey, we're saying Roki. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Hey, yo, yo. But new beginnings, right? So I feel like this is a time to buckle up. This is your season, Libra. This is your time. So really, if you're in a in-between space, if you feel like you're in limbo, it's you're on the right path. You're okay. Okay? Everything's gonna be all right. But again, we're gonna go to release and surrender. There might be some programs and some systems within how you operate, how you show up. That's going to change the dynamics of your relationships, of your connections, your business partnerships, all of that. Okay? And then I'll pull from the tarot. Everybody pretty much getting these reversals. A lot of reflection is going on. Inner work, which is that's Pisces, right? So we have this is the Hierophant in reverse. So with new beginnings, this could be breaking societal norms or breaking this is like dogma. You know, you might be going more towards a different spiritual path than before, or you might be doing a new level of spiritual work. But then this could be you as a teacher. This could be you as a teacher, or um, you may be getting a mentor, or this could be it's time to walk away from this was a learning period for you, and now it's time for you to step into that role, step into the teacher role, step into the mentor role, or stepping into like your higher self, right? So this is rebellion. Ooh, rebellion. Rebel. Going breaking those systems, breaking those patterns, right? You might not be the rebellious type, but this is the time to rebel. Breaking those programs down. That's where you'll see greener pastures. That has been hidden from you, that has been blocked. Okay? Yeah, I love that. I love that for you, Libras. Rebel. Okay? Please rebel. I hope y'all enjoyed. Okay, comment. I love to read the comments. Jeez Louise, I don't know. Yeah, leave me a skull head. Leave me a skull head. Yeah. I love it. All right, up next is Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, this is your reading. You're a part of the seventh house. Okay, seventh house energy has to do with relationships. Could be business partnerships, marriages, right? What else we got going on? It's sharing contracts, interpersonal style. Okay, so yeah, I feel like relationships might be something that you are working on healing at this time, working on you're maybe seeing your different attachment styles, how you're working with people. You might be I'm getting loner vibes, but just trying to open up more. I feel like it's time for you to come out of your shell a little bit more, Scorpio. And I feel like this is the time to do it for sure. This is networking too. Networking. Yeah, I feel like if you make those meaningful connections, I said meaningful connections. I don't know what accent that was. Okay. I don't know if somebody else was coming through, but meaningful connections, you'll be able to see growth in your finances. I'm definitely getting finances for sure. Also within, I want to say knowledge too. Knowledge, resources, right? You know, it's like it's not what you know sometimes, it's who you know. Yeah. So look, trust. You might be in an incubation phase, okay? And just trusting that what you're wanting to grow, what you're wanting to establish, what you're wanting to birth is coming. It's like patiently waiting for a baby or a child to come, or it's like, you know, it's coming, right? And this is like when people are like past that 40, what is it, 40 weeks. I've never been pregnant, so I can't remember 40 weeks, but if they get into the 42, 43, some people want to induce, right, and speed things along, right? Get this over with. Let get them out of me, right? Come on, let's rush the process, right? Or sometimes you have mothers that let the baby stay in there as long as they need, because obviously they still need some time, and they'll come when they're ready, right? When they're ready. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying for you too. When it's time, it's time. Trust that everything is being divinely orchestrated for your good. Okay? Maybe this is you trusting in your relationship, trusting that things will change for the better, trusting that you don't have to rush things. You don't have to be anxious, right? While you're waiting, you can still just nest and prepare, right? Okay? Trusting that everything is going to work out for your good, for their good, right? Whatever relationship, connections, business deals that you're doing, okay? All right, now we're going to pull tarot. No. All right. It's on the floor. I thought it was going to go the whole time. Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. Six of Cups in reverse. Memories of love, right? This could be past life connections, soulmate connections. I feel like what's you're wanting to trust, but maybe you're fixated on the downfalls of the relationship. You know, and with Virgo's energy too, you're probably processing all of this, analyzing everything. You may be coming with a pros and cons list. Okay. So even though, yes, there's ups and downs, trust that you'll make the right decision. Trust that you'll follow your intuition, where is Spirit guiding you, not where your ego is guiding you. Where is Spirit guiding you to? Trusting that everything will work out for your good. Because the more that you try to push and force, it's not in alignment. Okay? Knowing that in due time, and also knowing that it doesn't have to look like how you want it to look like. All right? You have to make sure that's where you have to reflect and see if you have, find gratitude, like, oh, this, I asked for this, but it showed up in this way. It's technically, yeah, what I asked for. So yeah, just taking time, trust, and wait. I feel like this is like the waiting game. All right. So I hope that y'all enjoyed, Scorpio. Comment. I love to read the comments. I am looking at, I thought those were trees in the background. I don't know what that is, but like I'm getting like foundation. Healthy growing foundation, money tree, abundance, all of that. Okay? Trust that all coming your way. Look, trust, and then there's faith here. Come on, Scorpio. Trust and faith. All right? Somebody definitely is probably pregnant, Scorpio. Trust or want to get pregnant. Have faith that is in the cards for you, in the future for you. Okay? All right. We got a few more. I'm always thinking about, when am I gonna go live? Am I gonna go live today? No, I got stuff to do. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I almost didn't come on today, and I'm very happy that I'm here. It takes a lot for me to get here sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. So, but it's always good afterwards. All right, we're gonna get started with Sagittarius. This is your reading. 8th house energy is going to affect you the most for the Virgo full moon. And with the 8th house, major endings, right? Major transformations. I feel like this is definitely like epiphanies, revelations, right? That's going to come with you, especially like with your energy, Sag, like that fire, that like that spiritual warrior. Okay, spiritual warrior. So I feel like this transformation that's coming your way is yielding what you've been desiring, what you've been wanting in your life. And I feel like that could be more intimacy. Intimacy for sure. Closeness. Again, meaningful connections for sure, still with that. But intimacy, that fuels your creativity. I heard you know the way you make me feel. Whoa. Oh yeah. So all of that, I feel like really and then it's like, it could definitely be sex magic here for sure. I know sometimes when we get into Scorpio, that's all they know. Like, well, 8th house is Scorpio, right? We talking about, where they don't always want to be associated with sex, but that's primal source. That's why we're here, right? That's the ultimate creation. That's the closeness that we get to creation, right? So yeah, I feel like this sex magic could definitely help you at this time. You may want to study up on that, tantric arts. And then sex magic doesn't necessarily have to be with a partner, okay? Just saying. So this could be more intimate within yourself, learning your body, loving on yourself, right? Taking that time for you, all right? Transforming your mind and your body through healing, right? So the healing powers of sex. Sex is truly healing. It really is, especially with the right person, and also if you know yourself. All right, Sag. We're gonna pull some cards. I did get real close to you. I was like, sex is good. Faith, and then trust. Y'all saw me shuffle. Okay, so same as Scorpio energy. So that was telling me again that I was on the right track too, because Scorpio had trust, and then faith was at the bottom. You had faith, and then trust was at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, having faith that what you're calling in You're pregnant right now. This is the waiting game. What are you pregnant with? Right? Are you pregnant with success? Are you pregnant with a creation of life? Are you pregnant with love? Are you pregnant with a job, a business? You know, have faith that what you're calling in, what you're brewing, what you're nurturing is coming to fruition. Trust that it's coming in due season. Okay? All right. I was heard my accent about to come out. All right, we're gonna get into Capricorn. Sagittarius. I got so excited. I didn't even pull a tarot card for you. I was like, look, this is what it is. All right, magician. Get on your sex magic. Powerful, potent. This is a direct focus. You might need to get you a wand. Okay? Comment. I love to read the comments, Sagittarius, all right? Because whatever you're cultivating, whatever you're conjuring, whatever you're brewing in your life, whatever you're calling into your life is coming. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. All right? Comment. I love to read the comments. Give me a wand. All right? Give me a wand emoji. Because you're powerful. You're a magician. You're an alchemist. All right? And also, you may want to get a wand. Magical or actual. This is 8th house energy. You choose. Okay. All right, Capricorn. This your written. This your written man. All right, Cappies. Y'all is in the 9th house. 9th house energy. So this is Sag energy. You might be ready to go on a trip, right? You might be getting your faith may be tested, right? You might be coming up with truths about yourself. You might be getting more knowledge. You might be wanting to go back to school. Yeah, because that has to do with higher education. Yep, higher education, law and religion. You may want to change your major. You know, cross-cultural relations, cross-cultural relations, okay? So, again, with travel, you might meet somebody that's from a different culture, right? Learning from them, learning their knowledge, their wisdom, using that for, to build up your career or help you in building up what you're wanting for people to see your image, your public image, right? How you come off to the world. So this is a great time. It's preparation season. So this could be a great time for you to prepare to go to school or seek a mentor, or also this could be like you're just planning a trip to get away. Maybe you want to visit sacred grounds. Okay, for sure. Sacred grounds, or you could again be just wanting to study up some more. And it could be to progress within your career, right? This could be like, for example, you're getting a PMP license in order to become a project manager at your job, or you're getting different certifications or something so that way you can get more money, doing what you have to do, right? So, yeah, we're going to get into the cards. And I should have said this in the beginning too with my tea, because like I've been drinking it, especially since I'm on my cycle. Maybe Capricorn that's listening to this needs to hear it, and it's definitely helped me. Like I usually have like really heavy flows, but it hasn't, for the past couple of months, it hasn't been like that. Or if I have, I rarely get as many cramps. So it has been helping me. So maybe y'all need to, hear that as well. Somebody out there. Blossoming, blooming. This is, yeah. I feel like, too, this gives me like crown energy. Crown, like with knowledge, you're blossoming with knowledge. Like, I feel like it's opening up your mind, right? I like that. The thing. You're opening up your mind. I feel like it's going to help you really pinpoint your purpose, to pinpoint what it is that you're wanting or where spirit is calling you to go. We got 33, the number 33. That gives me like Christ consciousness. So you might be activating into Christ consciousness. Okay? And look at the bottom, 33, then the 22, wisdom. Okay? Definitely a time for you to get down. Maybe your faith is going to help you get there. Again, tapping into Christ consciousness activations. This could be a spiritual advancement, okay, that you're going through, okay? I love that. And then we're going to pull a tarot card. This one. Death. Major transformations for you. Major transformations for you. I love that. Yeah. Spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening for sure. Revisiting those skeletons in your closet. All right. Getting in touch with your shadow self. Get into the root, the bones of it. Why are we so afraid of the skeleton? Why are we, when we're literally, that's us. That's our bones. That's getting to the nitty gritty. But also, look, secrets will be revealed. Secrets can be revealed. Okay, illuminations, again, that's what full moon energy is about, right? But also, I feel like this is just spiritual upgrades and you putting an end to the ego, to working on yourself, to maybe putting more focus on yourself. I'm still, but who's behind here? Well, who are you connected to that might be hiding, right? We don't want to neglect that. Maybe you're opening and blossoming to the truth and blossoming into becoming your own person, okay? For sure. I love this for you, Capricorns. Yep. And then, yeah, you need to come out with the truth. Truth about self, for sure. Comment. I love to read the comments. Leave me a flower. Leave me a flower. Your favorite flower emoji. It doesn't have to be specific. Okay? All right. Last but not least is Aquarius. Aquarius, this is your reading, okay? 10th house energy is the energy that's going on with you. So this is all about business. This is all about your success, I feel like your life's work, your purpose. Also, this could be like how you present yourself to the world, public image, right? This is boss type energy. Yeah, career, long-term goals, right? This is also masculine energy. So maybe getting a better relationship with the masculine energy within you. Okay, for sure. And then also, fame and experts. I really don't look at experts that much. So again, this could be you going to seek out mentors or seek out programs that are going to help you, right? And then fame here. What does fame mean to you? Okay? What does fame mean to you? Because this one thing, heard the crows. Yeah. What does fame mean to you? That's funny they come down for the Aquarius reading, and I'm an Aquarius, and I love the crows. Yeah, I hope y'all hear that. But yeah, so what does fame look like to you? Okay, this could be a belief, a limiting belief that you have to shed or release. Um, Again, Aquarius is where the star card, so letting your light shine, right? So if you're shining, if you're trying to put yourself out there more, you're trying to up your career or better your business or your job or whatever you're trying to stabilize, right? Because long-term goals could be like a family. Like, are you really wanting the white picket fence, or is that just the program? Do you really want the American dream? What's your dream? What's your goals? How do you want to live your life? How do you want to show up for the world? How are you going to be of service? Okay? And shine there. Everybody can have their own stage or their own platform. Especially now in this day and age. What does success mean to you? What does that look like to you? Do you need to broaden the scope? Okay. Do you need to realize that you are already successful and you already doing it? Self-reflection. And it's just like, that's kind of where we were going when I was asking the questions. Self-reflection, looking in the mirror. Do you like the person you see? Do you recognize the person you see? And it's funny because I can't remember who had it. Who had reflection? Was it Cancer? But it was like, you might look at yourself and you like, is this really me? Is this really me? Or you might reflect back on time. You be like, I can't believe that was me. I can't believe, whoa, God got me out of a lot, right? I've really transformed my life, right? So it's like, knowing that this is going to help you. Self-reflection is going to help you to know that you're already doing it. You're already successful. You're already making strides towards your career. You're already doing the things that you said you was going to do, right? So it's okay to breathe. It's okay to breathe. And that's where the masculine energy shows up. Your relationship with the masculine. Are you constantly, your masculine energy, always wanting to push, always want to go, always want to be, strive to the top? That's go energy. But there's time for rest, right? It's just like the analogy with the saw. Taking that time to sharpen your tools, right? And then go back. Efficiency, okay? So, yes, I love that, Aquarius. And then we're going to go ahead and pull a card, a tarot card. Okay, I'm going to take both. Of course, Aquarius gets two, huh? So we got the Queen of Wands, and then the Four of Cups in reverse. Excuse me. Right. Queen of Wands. I always, when I look at the Queen of Wands in this deck, it gives me like Pele type of energy. And then I feel like this is like recognizing the growth, right? The growth of not smiling or accepting the challenge. Like taking the challenge on. Like not being afraid of chaos, of destruction, because you already know what's coming next after that. And then Four Cups, I feel like this is like your awakening. You take everything, you're conscious. This is being conscious, because Four Cups upright, it's like Spirit is handing you this, handing you these gifts, and you just like, you don't really want it, or you're not paying attention to it. I feel like this is definitely saying you're conscious and you're accepting the challenges within life, because that's going to elevate you. That's going to bring you to, to the status that you're wanting. That's your goal. You're taking those steps towards your goal, and you're rising up and taking a challenge on with no fear, right? And then Spirit is saying fear is okay. I always, even this women's wellness brunch that I went to yesterday, they said, always say, do it afraid. Do it afraid. And yeah, I even have something on my wall. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. Okay? So, and a lot of times with 10th house energy, Capricorn's energy, they don't give themselves enough credit, right? You're constantly always trying to go towards your goals. You don't really remember that how far you've come. So that's where that self-reflection comes in, for sure. For sure. But yeah, whatever's coming your way, whatever obstacles come, you already know. You already know the power you hold. And I hope if you don't know that, this is Spirit is trying to wake you up to remember, to bring that back into your consciousness, okay? All right, Aquarius, I hope that you enjoyed. Comment. I love to read the comments. Leave me a volcano, because things are erupting, right? Things are manifesting, spilling over, overflow. Okay, I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. Let me see. 52. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for riding with me for this Virgo full moon that's happening on the 7th, March 7th. And yeah, as we prepare for the astrological new year, the new beginnings of our lives, just making sure that we take time to release old concepts, to surrender to God's plan, right? I don't know, I keep saying, I always really don't say God as much as I usually do. I say Spirit, God, but it's like we put these labels on things, and sometimes they get a negative connotation, and it's like we all saying the same thing. I feel like I'm saying God because God is what people know, and it's like, but Spirit, God, like what we can get all into spiritual constructs, and how we all ultimately are talking about the same thing, but different stories and different ways of worshiping and praising and honoring and all that stuff. So yes, I hope that y'all enjoyed, for real, for real. I do like doing these lives. Definitely gonna do these more. This is actually way easier than trying to upload a video. And yeah, make sure y'all check out my website, msbotanica.com, if you want to book a reading. Okay, donations, I know I should have said all this stuff in the beginning too. If you want to donate, you can hit me up on Cash App or PayPal, Mystic Storm 333. Okay, yeah, I'm just thankful and I'm grateful for the cycles of life. The cycles of life, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of life, because it's just like, okay, if this is going on, what's next? What else is going on? Okay. It's like in the midst of everything, even the challenges, even the chaos, the destruction, it's like finding gratitude, finding the silver lining, finding all of that. It's a beautiful thing, because that keeps you going. That keeps you going. So that's all I'm gonna say. I love you all, for real, for real, for real, for real. And I will catch y'all in the next one. And yeah, love you all. See ya.